Hi, my name is Ryder, and this is my YouTube channel, FootofaFerret. If you happen to be new here, I make videos about cartoons, video games, sometimes movies, sometimes music. It's one big hyperfixation info dump every time I post. And if you aren't new here, you already saw the title, I'ma just jump right to the chase. I am now launching channel memberships. Woo! What is that? Yeah, so what the heck's all this about? Well, I've been making YouTube videos since 2010 and have been doing it professionally since 2014. I really never thought I would have made it this far and have managed to do this for a job for over a decade. And over those years, I've had to change things up several times to keep up with the ever-changing tides of YouTube. You know, I used to do a show called A Brief History over on MatPat's Game Theorist channel, but eventually that kind of ran its course, so I decided to take the risk and go back to independently making the show, exploring new topics, etc. But after several years of that, it had also kind of run its course, so I took another risk in dropping that show altogether and trying an entirely new form of content. And after some weird transitional periods, I found my stride and had some of the most creatively fulfilling years of my entire YouTube career. Making things like the Animal Crossing series, the various cartoon recaps, getting into the whole pretending it's not over thing, and so much more. I love making these videos and continuing to try new things. But over the last year, things have become concerningly less stable on YouTube. After years of making my videos with truly no issues at all, in 2024, I started getting hit with content ID claims that left those videos completely demonetized. What that basically means is whatever giant media company that owns the company that owns the company that made the cartoon I showed some clips of decided that my video was improperly using their copyrighted material and insisted that it was their right to revoke that video's ability to make money, even though the videos I make absolutely fit under the transformative nature of fair use law. Basically, my video provides a very different experience to the original content that I use very small snippets of for B-roll in the background, which means they should technically be covered under fair use law, but try telling that to the people sending these content ID claims. None of my videos have ever had to deal with this kind of thing for the vast majority of my career, and then out of nowhere, I'm getting inundated with content ID claims on videos new and old all the time. My Gumball video from a few months ago got content ID'd and demonetized about a month after it was posted. My big video about the return of Steven Universe, content ID'd and demonetized within 24 hours. And older videos are getting hit even more. Videos that have been completely fine and untouched for years. In fact, this last week alone, a grand total of 13 old videos got claimed and demonetized. 13 videos! And just because those videos are old doesn't make it harmless. As long as your monetization is fine and untouched, any video you post will continue making money for as long as it exists on the platform and is getting views. So from a business standpoint, it's still cutting into things. All of this mixed with things like brand deals and views fluctuating on YouTube as they always do, it just has me feeling it's time for yet another change. So I am opening up YouTube's channel membership feature for the FootofaFerret channel, which is basically like a Patreon, but more directly integrated into YouTube itself, which, despite the frustrations I just talked about, is still my biggest passion, period. I love YouTube. Memberships allow audiences to help more directly support the creators they watch through some low-stakes crowdfunding. Basically, for a few bucks a month, you can help support my ability to keep making videos, which will in turn help videos come out better and faster. Your support would lend an extra level of stability to help me make more of the content you want to see. And of course, for your help, you will get a few perks. There are 2 tiers to the memberships. The first tier, which I've called hey, thanks, is only $2.99 a month and gets you 1. Special membership badges that show off how long you've been supporting the channel, 2. Custom FootofaFerret emojis to use in the comments, which I think is really fun, 3. And most importantly, you'll get access to my new videos an entire day early. Then there's the second tier, which I've called Living in Denial, where for $5.99 a month, you get everything I just mentioned, plus a shout out at the end of every single one of my videos for as long as you're a member. Being so real with you guys right now. I don't have some giant team or anything. I'm not the biggest creator in the world with a wide-spanning amount of resources or anything like that. With very, very little exception, for the entire history of me running this channel, it has only been me writing, voicing, editing, animating, and uploading all of these videos. I am a one-man operation. And with YouTube being as ever-changing as it is, it can be hard out there for solo creators like me. So any amount of support you guys can send my way is greatly appreciated and goes a long way to making sure I can keep making the videos you want to see while still being able to like, afford my insulin and junk. You ever looked into how expensive it is to be a diabetic? Good lord. And also, don't worry. If you're not interested in joining memberships or just can't for whatever reason, that is so totally fine and valid. My content is not, I repeat, not going behind any kind of paywall. You will still be able to watch my videos for free with no changes, same as the last, 10 years. Opening up memberships is simply a way to hopefully bring a little bit more stability to all this during some weird times on YouTube. And in exchange, I've been working on getting more content out more often with less reliance on disruptive sponsorship segments, which I really do hope is providing a better viewing experience for all of you guys, whether you become a member or not. I have so much fun making videos about cartoons and all my other hyperfixations and junk. I loved getting to make that K-pop Demon Hunters video last week and talk about Twice and stuff like that. Being able to just go off on all of those hyperfixations is the main connective thread between all the different eras of my 15 years on YouTube. And I have no intention of ever stopping that. All these YouTubers are retiring and junk, but I feel like I'm still just getting started. But every few years, shifts on YouTube just sort of demand some things to change in order to keep going and growing. In the past, I've tossed around the idea of starting a Patreon or something like that, but it never really felt right at the time. I just wanted to make the videos that I loved to entertain people who I thought could relate to my interests and hobbies. But with my content now coming under a pretty intense fire of Content ID and
demonetization
for the first time ever, I think now is the time. So if you are interested and able, you can join the FootofaFerret channel memberships, get access to the perks I mentioned before, and help keep this channel going, all just by clicking the button right below this video next to the subscribe button that says join. Again, there is a $2.99 per month membership and a $5.99 per month membership. Both tiers get you access to badges, emojis, and early access to videos, but only the $5.99 tier, the living in denial one, gets you access to shout-outs at the end of my videos. There's also this super thanks button now where you can make a one-off donation, so if the monthly membership thing isn't your vibe but you still want to show some extra support, that's there as well. I am endlessly grateful to anyone who decides to join the membership, send a super thanks, or anything like that, really and truly. This is not an easy or comfortable thing for me to start doing, if I'm being completely honest, and I really don't want anyone to feel like if they can't become a member, then they aren't supporting what I do. Total opposite. Just by watching these videos, you are showing far more support than I could have ever expected. Look, I know the money talk sucks, dude. There is way too much focus on money on YouTube these days, and it makes me itch. Trust me, I get it. YouTube is my job, but it's also my passion. I come from the old days of YouTube where making money at all on the platform was barely even established. If I wasn't making a dime off of these videos, I would still be making them, though maybe not as frequently because I'd probably have to have another job. But still, I would still be making them, absolutely, because I just like doing it. But the unfortunate, realistic truth is that in order to keep these videos coming as often and at as high of a quality as you guys deserve, they do have to make money. I know, it sucks. And with the videos I make now on shakier ground than ever, as Content ID is hitting more and more of my videos literally every day, I feel like now is the time to just say, hey, if you guys want to help support what I do, that option is there. And whether you go for it or not, I just want to thank you for supporting what I make. The next video coming up is the big, wonderfully weird world of Gumball review, so I will see you then. Thank you very much. It's weird to not end on a joke, right? It's weird, right?